Here we are in section 3.3, exercises part C, exam review. We're reviewing for exam 3, so we'll be reviewing all of chapter 3. Number 1, it says to solve, get x by itself. This one, the x is all by itself on one side, so we can just peel off the layers that are surrounding it. Here we have 3x minus 1 all over 5. Take away 2, and that result is timesing by 5, so we can go in reverse order by dividing by 5, and we get what was in the parentheses, 3x minus 1 over 5 minus 2 equals 2. Good. Now how do we undo the minus 2? We undo it with a plus 2, and the left-hand side cancels there, and we get 3x minus 1 over 5 equals 4. How do we undo that divided by 5? With a times 5. Multiply by 5 on both sides, and the one on the left-hand side cancels. That's why we did it. So we now have 3x minus 1 equals 20. How do we undo that minus 1? With a plus 1 on both sides. We get 3x equals 21. Divide by 3 for our last step, and we get x equals 7. Let's check our answer and see if that's right. Number 1, x equals 7. All right, number 2. This one has just what we did in number 1, but a little bit more. This has x times negative 6 plus 4, all divided by 2. That result is added to 3, and then that whole answer is timesing by 3. And then one more step, a subtract 5. So let's go in reverse order and add 5 to both sides. And it will immediately undo that last step. We'll get 3, big parentheses, negative 6x plus 4 all over 2 plus 3 equals a 30. Now, can we get rid of that 3 on the outside? Sure we can. Divide by 3, and that outside layer goes away, and there's no more need for the parentheses. So we have a negative 6x plus 4 all over 2, add 3 equals 30 divided by 3 is 10. Now we can get rid of this plus 3, which is far away from the whole result over there. So subtract 3, and we have negative 6x plus 4 all over 2 equals 7. How do we undo the divided by 2? Multiplication by 2 is the opposite of that. So we get negative 6x plus 4 equals 7 times 2 is 14. Good. Now we subtract 4 from both sides, and we get negative 6x equals 10. And then divide by a negative 6. And we get x equals 10 over negative 6. That's a negative. You can reduce this down to negative 5/3. All right, let's check our answer on that. X equals a negative 5/3. Good. Number 3, a much shorter problem here. There's the m, it's timesing the negative 9, and then there's a negative 7. Let's do the opposite. Add 7, and we get negative 9m equals negative 22 plus 7 is a negative 15. Now we divide off this multiplication by negative 9, so divide negative 9, and those are gone. M equals, let me see, negative over negative is a positive. Can we reduce this fraction 15 over 9? Yeah, if we divide top and bottom by 3, we get 5/3. Let's double check that answer. 5/3 indeed is correct. Number 4. 6/7 t equals negative 48. How do we undo 6/7 timesing something? Well, we divide by 6/7. Divide by 6/7. So t equals negative 48. Dividing by 6/7 is the same as timesing by 7/6. Well, we can simplify that. 48 divided by 6 is 8. Negative 8 times 7 is a negative 56. Or you could punch that in your calculator and punch in 48 negative times 7/6 equals negative 56. Let's double check that answer. And we get t equals a negative 56. Good. Number 5. 19 equals 7x minus 39. We need to get the x by itself, so we need to get rid of the minus 39 by adding 39 to both sides. So we get 7x equals 58. 19 plus 39 is 58. And now get the x by itself by dividing off the 7 on both sides. And we get x equals 58 sevenths. Does that reduce? I'm not seeing that it does. I suppose you could turn it into a mixed number or a decimal if you chose. We leave it as 58 sevenths, and that's all right. And number 6. Here we have 4x minus 7 all divided by 3 equals a negative 9. How do we get rid of divided by 3? Well, timesing by 3. So we get 4x minus 7 equals negative 27. How do we undo minus 7? With a plus 7 on both sides. As long as we do it to both sides, we can choose whatever we would like to do. 4x, those go away, and it equals negative 20. So we divide by 4, divide by 4, and we get x equals a negative 5. Let's double check our answer. X equals a negative 5. Good.